Sounds whisper down the hall. Footsteps echo in the dark. Another case, another spark. Digging deep where secrets hide. Truth they bury, it survives. Piece by piece we break the lies. Light up and alive. We're seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden rooms. We won't stop, we're seeking truth. Silent victims lost and gone. Echoes scream, but life moves on. Faded faces, mystery calls. Answers waiting in the walls. Digging deep where secrets hide. Truth they bury, it survives. Piece by piece we break the lies. Light up and alive. We're seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden rooms. We won't stop, we're seeking truth. Through the static, through the fear, we'll uncover what's unclear. Through the static, through the fear, we'll uncover what's unclear. We're seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden rooms. We won't stop, we're seeking truth. No, we won't stop. No, we won't stop. We're seeking truth.
Woo! That was really, really good. Yay! That was a little odd. Hold up. Let me fix this. Let me do my other one. Hold on. See you in 30 seconds. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome. Hi, Smokin'. How we doing? It's going to be a quick one, hopefully, but you guys have to see this. I have to bring this to you guys' attention. There's some crazy stuff happening. Welcome, everybody. Even my bush. I can't never say that right. Bush watching, you bush watchers out there, please come in and say hi. Don't leave Smokin' hanging. Don't leave everybody else. Spitfire, I'm sure she'll be rolling in. And I'm sure, I don't know where the other gals have been, but I haven't been live in a while. In a couple of days, I should say. Doing good, how are you? I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Birthday was okay. It was just, boring birthday, but it was just chilling at home. I didn't, really do much, but I did get a few things, and I'm kind of sporting my pajamas right now, so that's why I don't have my camera on. I'm sporting my pajamas my husband got me, and Mom got me some new tennis shoes. I got some new Skechers for the gym because you got to have a good, comfortable pair of gym shoes. Man, got to have good gym shoes. But other than that, my nieces didn't come through like I was hoping. My one niece showed up yesterday. I was going to go live yesterday with the story, but my niece decided she was going to drive from home all the way up to where I'm at. It was like an hour drive. Maybe 40, well, maybe like 45 minutes. Um, she brought the baby up, and then she had to go to a store that she never been to, and she's like, "You have to come with me. You have to come with me." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess we'll go." So this is in the two topics that I have. They are, the one is very sad. I mean, it's sad, but it's also, how do these parents can just let this happen is beyond me. But one of the ladies that's in this story that I'm going to present you guys, I see her. She works now. She works. I see her working at the store. But you can't keep your house clean. You can't provide food. You can't have hot water. Now, there was 3 adults into this, living in this house. And this house is not too far from me. It's probably like maybe like four blocks away. But let's go to, where are we going first? Let's go to my AI companion first. We're going to go to AI. Okay. So this is in here. This is in Toledo. This is how I do my research. Some of my research. But on August 10th of 2025, I'm going to show you guys a video. So be trigger warning. And these Toledo cops, they bust down. Like these cop girl, this woman cop, really gave these 3 suspects, like, it is disgusting, okay? Like, it is horrible. So, on Raymer Boulevard, discovered 13 children ranging from ages from infants to 13 years old, living in what officers describe as deplorable conditions. So, here's what the police found. So I'm gonna show you the video too, but I want you guys to kind of see what's behind this. So what police found in this whole case, you're gonna see some of it play out in the video from the news channel. So infestation of insects throughout the home, like on the video camera camera footage from the police department, you're gonna see the flies landing on these cops. They literally have to Lysol these people before they get in their cop cruisers. You will see that in the video where this cop girl's like, "I gotta spray you down before you get in the back seat of here." Because there was 2 women, and I think 1 guy. Human feces on the floor. No stored food in the kitchen. No functioning toilet or shower. Animals, I can't talk tonight. Animals urinating and defecating indoors. Children had multiple insect bites and appeared to be filthy, suggestions that they hadn't been bathed in days. So here we're going to get to the arrest charges. So there's 3 adults who were arrested. We got Angela Lambert, 32, 8 counts of child endangerment. Cassandra Lambert, 5 counts. And I will show you which lady that I see in my neighborhood, okay? I run into this lady. I look at her. I've been cashed out by this lady. Like, for me to next time, if she's even got her job still, I don't even think I could go in there and I would like. Do you know how many people die and want to have kids and can't have kids because there's something wrong or medical or God's just not a God's plan, and then you got your kids living like this? No, no, unacceptable. And that cop says the same words I just said, unacceptable. So we got Cassandra Lambert is getting 5 counts, and Angel Awiria, he had 5 counts. He also went and got arrested because I guess he had prior 4 warrants. I'm not sure if the cop says anything about the warrants. I know she mentions like, hey, you got 4 warrants. He's got 4 warrants. Like, he's going to jail no matter what. So all 3 children in the home had pleaded. I'm sorry, all 3 had children in the home and pleaded not guilty in Toledo Municipal Court. They were released on their own recognizance bonds, and their next court dates are pending. Damn door. Child welfare responses. So Lucas County Children's Services has placed the children with family members and stated that they would be continuing accessing their home long-term needs to ensure safety. I hope so. Also, out of the whole case, this is pretty much giving you details. So the Toledo Animal Welfare was involved. So Toledo Humane Society removed 1 dog, 1 rabbit from the home, and the animals were reportedly neglected. Now, one of these people, Angela Lambert, had previous child endangerment charges in 2020 with similar conditions but reported urine, feces in every room. She pleaded no contest and received probation. Okay, so if this person has prior issue, she needs to be fully, or he, I don't remember which one is who now. I think this is a girl. If she's already got prior, then she just needs to go to jail, lose her kids. Her kids need to be placed somewhere better and safe. Because that's not right. If you already have prior history, it's horrible. And then so here's some of the links that you guys can go and WTOL. Let's see. 2025 case involving Angela Lambert, child endangerment charges, earlier incidents, paints a disturbing pattern. Yeah, it does. So in 2020 incident, prior child endangerment of Angela Lambert was charged with child endangerment after police found her children left to care for themselves in a home described unsanitary and hazardous. Officers reported urine and feces in every room. Children were unsupervised, raising serious safety concerns. Lambert pleaded no contest and received 1 year of probation. Despite the severity in this case, it appears that limited long-term intervention, which may have been contributed to the resource similar conditions in 2025. She needs to be held accountable. No. In 2020, follow-up protocols for families with prior endangerment charges, whether housing inspections or support services were even entitled or initiated. It's so sad. So here are, by the way, I don't have my chat up yet, so when I come back, when we go watch the video, I'll turn chat on. So I can't see chat right now, so just bear with me because we're going over these people here. This lady right here has cashed me out. I cannot believe that this happens. Like this is like, I don't know how many encounters I've had with that lady. I'm just shocked, okay? I'm just like in deplorable condition. Here's the Toledo blade. Cops. Not sure who he is and why he's involved. I don't know nothing about him. Now this lady, I've never seen. Okay, let's go. Before we go, because I have another case to show you, but it's not. I don't want to show you on. I don't know if it's on this case, but I have another case. Well, I did. I'm not sure. Yep, we do. Okay, so let's go to. All right, let me stop sharing this part. Yay! What do you think about that so far? Can you believe that? Wait till you guys see the video. I'm not kidding you. You guys are gonna fucking freak out, okay? Bear with me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Sorry. I thought
Are
I
you
already
researching
did
dental
this,
implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in a day process.
A kitten inside? That's
Okay.
now. What is that stench?
Here we go. Here's her rowing up, okay? Let me know if you guys can put it in the chat. A 1 if you can hear, please. Put a 1 if the chat, if you can hear, so I know you guys can hear, please. I would greatly appreciate it.
Answers now.
Ooh,
What is that
she's
stench?
so mad.
The police are here. Hi. Good, how are you? You guys have a cat that's hurt? Yeah. A kitten inside that's paralyzed? They got thrown down the stairs?
I don't recall that at all.
Do you guys have kittens inside?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They're all fine?
At the moment, yes. I'm checking that out.
Okay, well, let's check them out.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any dogs inside?
No, we have one.
Is it put up?
Yeah, she should be in the backyard.
Okay.
Ella got me wet.
Okay, can you not do that at the moment? Yeah, it's in the backyard.
I think. Did not know where it is.
All right, let's make
Can you check it first, please? She's in the backyard? She's in the backyard.
All right, we're good. Come in.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about the last minute. At the moment, I got home not so long ago.
Okay.
I was telling them about.
No, go down the street either.
The cats are upstairs. Oh. Hey, come on. My bad. You don't mind.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lucas. Lucas? I like your hair. Thank you. My name is Ella. What's your name? Naomi. Naomi? Mama, Ella always eats.
Now, this cop over here has been seen on Live PD. I don't know if you guys know about Live PD, but there's a cop over here. You'll see him on Live PD. He's really, really good.
Ella always be a big bag. It's not okay to say that.
Okay, is the
That's not our mom. Yeah, it's outside.
dogs outside?
Yeah, in the backyard.
All right,
Sorry about that.
are these all your kids?
No, ma'am. I have 5. Yeah, the other kids is my sister-in-law's.
Okay, where are the cats at?
They're upstairs.
Upstairs.
All right, let's go check now.
And Darwin, the baby cat, is mine. And Honey, it's so the
Oh, God, there's so many kids, you guys. So many poor babies.
Feeding them that much. Yes.
Again, sorry about the mess.
Actually, come outside. Where are they?
Over here. The baby cats. Oh, you can baby cats. What happened? You got my
Okay, I need.
Yeah.
They're fine. Oh my god. Tab. I need your opinion. I need you to go inside and just look around and tell me what you're thinking about this entire setup in here.
It seems like.
But I need you to go upstairs.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Logan.
Oh God, it's your boy.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think that's 13. I think that's
411 is that for first time? They're out with us. What's your last name?
Oliveri.
Spell it.
OLIVIERI.
First name.
Angel.
Date of birth.
March 16th, 1997.
March 16th, 97.
1997. Yes, ma'am.
You live here?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your phone number?
They redacted it that part.
Yourself.
Oh, get inside, please. All right.
All 5 of your children live here?
Yes, ma'am.
I need their names.
So my oldest is
Last name? Date of birth?
Gabriel.
Right, you gotta go inside, all right? No, keep your
Yes, y'all go inside.
Keep your sticker.
Go inside.
Keep your sticker. Go inside. I don't have any. I need you to go inside, okay?
No,
Can you get off the phone, please?
Huh?
Can you get off the phone, please?
I'm on phone. Wait.
Okay, that's fine. Can you, okay, I don't know of what. I need information.
She gets mad at him because he's like not giving him the information. There's nobody there to control the kids. It's just him by himself. How can he control it? Just sickening and just
Next.
My twin says
sickening. It's just horrible.
Next.
my son born and my youngest son is baby.
Everybody's live
what's
on
Wife's name is
YouTube and
Cassandra.
I'm missing out on the cops
We're
stuff.
not married, but we're engaged.
This is
Do you
important.
know her date of birth?
It's the same as my
July 1st?
1998. Yes, sir. Year.
What year? 98?
98. Yep. 1998. July 1st.
Okay, what's Cassandra's phone number?
Sorry about that. I'm on the phone with her right now. Our number. She's at work at the moment.
Okay,
I was
do
at work
you know
at
why
the moment,
this is happening? Why
No.
I'm getting information? You have no idea.
No, ma'am.
Do you think these living conditions are acceptable for children?
No, I don't.
No. Okay, I understand. I'm not trying to talk down on you. I'm not trying to make you feel like less of a man or a person or to feel bad.
And I like that how she says that. I mean, like if you hear her, she states like, "Hey, I'm not trying to. But you guys are sick."
It's one thing if adults want to live in filth, in their own filth, and not take care of themselves. You're adults. If you want to live that way, these kids didn't sign up for that.
Trust me, I understand
They
that.
do not need to. Okay, well, there's plenty. I see plenty of adults in here that can get their asses up off the couch and start cleaning. The amount of flies in there. There's diapers all over the floor. There's trash everywhere. There's animals. There's animals that are not being taken care for. Unacceptable. And we will not have that.
I hear you on that.
She says we
Hang
will
tight.
not have that.
It's not. You don't need to be sorry to me. You need to be sorry for your kids.
No, I know that.
Your kids.
He's pissed, y'all. And I like his cap. Oh, he said that some good caps, I guess. Like, these caps ain't crooked. Some of them aren't, and then I know them. But this is like too close to me, too close to home. I got checked out by this woman. I'm just dumbfounded. Horrible. Dropping some of my people's links in the chat, so I can see chat now, y'all. If you wanna, I can see chat.
Anybody from Central monitoring the channel, our ears closed. We have a person shot at 27 East Central. They can head that way. Correct, 27 East Borough. 123, heavy and route. Okay, head that way. 121, heavy and route. Do I have any command up here that copies?
Maybe just bump this up a little bit.
Angel. Angel. Angel.
If it already is, but
Did you used to live on 14th Street?
East side.
The 43604, 336 14th.
I don't. Well, I used to live in downtown at the PLs.
Yeah.
a while back.
On the 14th? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Turn around for me. I'm going to take this one.
Mask. Why am I getting handcuffed?
You have warrants.
4 warrants, bitch. You the bitch for living in your home like that with your kids. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. You got kids. Like that cop said, you can live in a. You guys are adults. You guys can live like that. These babies can't. And a little kid Lucas reminds me of the little spider Lucas. You know, you guys have you guys seen the little show on Disney or like on Prime or on Max? The little Lucas the spider, the jumping spider. That little boy was jumping everywhere. He reminds me of the little jumping spider Lucas. I don't know. You guys have to.
Do you live here, ma'am? Do you live here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a call here that there was something, a cat got thrown down the stairs or something and was injured. And we go inside and see what we saw, the living conditions here for this house and these kids being here. We have a big problem.
Yeah, but no, it gets cleaned up every day. Listen to me.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
No way.
No way. And like I told him, he's in cuffs right now because he has warrants. He has 4 warrants. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't have any, but you can check.
No, that's fine. We'll eventually grab your information and all. And like I told him, I'm not trying to talk down on you guys. I'm from the east side. I grew up here.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not somebody who had it made in Sylvania.
Right.
I get people go through shit.
Yes,
I understand that.
Yes,
I'm not trying to talk down on you guys and make you guys
I'm not.
feel a certain type of way, make you feel like a bad mom, a bad whatever. I understand that. But at a certain point, too far is too far.
No, that's what I be telling you.
I understand.
I'm
I
the
understand.
oldest
But,
sister, so you
but
know.
that's where we are right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
So
So
what do I do?
we're going to get some stuff figured out.
So
I'm
do I
gonna
go clean the house or what?
Can you bring me my, never mind. Just hang tight for me.
What if the lottery was on your phone?
I
With real tickets, real winners,
Okay.
So your children live here as well?
Yes, ma'am.
How many kids?
I have 8.
8 kids
yes.
here?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Can I go clean? Like, I
Okay,
please.
hold on. I understand. Just give me a minute.
Hey, y'all.
This cop right here is always on live PD, and he is so. He is sweet. Like, he's a good cop, and I like the other one that he usually partners with. He's I can't think of their names now, man, but
Okay, on here, I want you to write your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your phone number, your social. After that, I need all of your kids' first name, last name, date of birth.
by time it's nighttime from all this. She's getting arrested and she's getting sprayed down. which is good. They needed it.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
My phone's in my bra.
Okay.
Can you,
Look at all that. What is this?
numbers? Mine.
Okay.
Mother-in-law's number. Can you send the money that's in my cash app to my
I can't do that.
She needs it for the diapers for the babies.
Let me give her your phone.
Cool, Jackie,
Or
didn't she already
if
leave?
you want her to keep your phone, I can give it
Can
to
you
her.
just unlock it right quick? Mary.
Here, you can
Unlock it
tell
right
you can tell her to do it. I can't move.
Unlock it
If it was like for a number or something, I could, but to move money around, I can't do that.
Go down. Go to cash app.
Oh, don't be trying to be like, oh, you need money for the babies and shit. You don't give a fuck about the babies, or you wouldn't be living like that. Give me that fucking excuse.
Sorry.
If that's the case, some babies wouldn't be living in
All
there.
right, before you get in, do we have the
He
spray?
said, look, before you get in there,
We're just gonna spray you down before you get in the back.
Yep, I haven't been home. So.
Okay, that's fine. It smells pretty good, so. All right, you're good to get in. The time. 10:40. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you, Auntie.
You have nothing illegal on. How'd this get full?
No, I don't. That's yours.
How'd it get full? It was way more empty. I thought. Oh, okay. And you have another pair of cuffs, correct?
These white ones, yeah. The city issue.
fucking nasty shit. I can't believe this people, man.
I'm gonna grab 200.
These cops have to lug around in the car. Look how much shit they have to lug around. How long it takes. Like,
Is Danella a boy? Sorry? Is Danella a boy? Yeah, is it a boy? Okay.
What about Miami?
Girl.
all those kids were poor dirty and they had to all get cleaned, and I don't know what family member got to keep them, but okay. This whole time, these cops don't give a fuck about the firecrackers going off. And it's always firecracker time of year.
Would you use 2240?
37.
So it doesn't get anything exciting until
And did you have the code?
This one is the 29.
I need to know what tab you use because he pulled the other one out.
she writes pretty mad.
Subsection used when you fill out the other booking slip.
What's your social?
Still a chicken. Thank you.
What's your huh?
We're skipping a little bit. Because you're just writing paperwork out and
So what that is we place the children
Do we remember what her name is? Miss Day shirt. It's in there somewhere. Is there a social in there?
While they're typing on their computer.
This is technically voluntary. So that being said, if you decide to withdraw from that and your business without taking permission or before you guys hear from us, then that would be a different process.
We're talking about please get the kids right now, so I'm not sure.
Same thing. We're gonna handle it. And know that you guys are allowed to visit. It's okay with that, whether it be at her house, park, whatever we can do that. Whenever I told your baby, it's not to take care of stuff like that. Whether or not you go to appointments,
Do you remember the code? And is it under child endangerment?
Yes, and the 2919.22A.
0.22A. 2919.22A.
Child endangerment is 2019.2A. I think what she just said.
M1.
And F1. So let's go over here.
So are we good for them to?
our issue is normally
Look, now they're playing.
Where are we taking that?
she's gonna put it in her
There's fleas all over it.
She says she's okay with it. I mean,
For the kids to get bit by fleas?
they claim
No, they're everywhere. They were crawling all over the kids in pictures.
no, they're not.
No, that's disgusting.
She's trying to say
What the hell?
Just go straight out to the floor. Out in the garbage, girl. Go.
Right, you can come over here.
I know, I'm waiting till my kids. Please wait till
We can go behind the car then.
Yeah, can we go down the window a little bit because I'm claustrophobic.
I'm gonna twist your wrist in like this, or else they will pinch you. These are old and uncomfortable because we're running out of cuffs, so I'll try to keep them like that. Nothing on you illegal, nothing that's gonna poke me, nothing that's gonna set the sensors off in the county. Okay, I'm just gonna spray you just like I sprayed her before
I
you
can't have that on me. That's
can't?
right. No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll freak out.
Okay.
Oh my god. That girl, she should get no sleep
can get
with this.
Yep, I have to be by the door.
And that,
Sarah in Connecticut is about to have the most elite beach coffee lineup on
let
the
it
entire
skip
East
it, and then
Coast.
we'll
We're
go-
packing up for 4th of July.
okay.
Okay, Sheriff, first and last name, please.
Kurt Schneider.
We're not going to that story just yet. Let me stop sharing this. So what do you guys think about that? Hi, Spitfire. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all. What do you guys think of? Oh my God! Like I cannot imagine them poor babies getting eat up by fleas, and they took out a bunny, and they took out a dog. I do believe they in one of the articles that I'm gonna pull up for you all. Yay, I got 7 people in here. So yeah, this is out of Toledo, and these 3 adults were living in this home of just disgusting freaking filth. It was gross. It was just gross. Let me go here. I think I have one more. I think we watched a Bodycam one. Let me share just in case. I think this one is okay. So this one's the news one. I'm gonna play this for you guys. How do you have 13 kids in one home? How? It's like, really? Like, how do you have 13 children in a home?
Our annual sale on Comfort Sleepers by American Leather is back. It's the most versatile and comfortable sleeper sofa available.
I am so sure
with
that
15
it
different
is.
styles, from transitional to modern. Sleeper sofas and sectionals. No bars.
Live from Toledo, 13 Action News starts now.
The amount of flies in there, there's diapers all over the floor, there's trash everywhere.
It started as a 911
I
call
love her. This
about
is
an animal
Alexis
complaint.
Memes.
But when police arrived, they found something even more disturbing. 13 children living in what they call deplorable conditions. 13 Action News reporter Lily Lowndes joins us live with the story. Lily.
Christian, officers later arrested the 3 adults living in the home, and they have been since ordered to not have contact with any of the children.
Good.
What is that stench?
Toledo police found 13 children living in what they describe as an infested and filthy home. You can hear the shock in one officer's voice at what she saw, asking her colleagues for help.
I need you to go inside and just look around.
I heard
and
it.
Tell me what you're thinking about this entire setup in here.
Officers were originally sent to the home for an animal call.
You guys have a cat that's hurt? Yeah. A kitten inside that's paralyzed? That got thrown down the stairs?
Police go inside to investigate. Instead of cats, they find a large group of children. Officers say they ranged in ages from an infant to 13 years old.
Yeah, sorry about the mess.
Officers
Sorry
said the
about the
children
mess.
appeared
You
as if
sick
they had not
bastard.
bathed in days. The kids were covered in bug bites, and police found multiple bug infestations along with human and animal feces on the floor.
It's one thing if adults want to live in filth, in their own filth, and
Yep.
not take care of themselves. You're adults. If you want to live that way, these kids didn't sign up for that.
The officer arrests Angel Oliveri, one of the adults living in the home. 5 of the 13 children belong to him and his fiancée, Cassandra Lambert. The other 8 belong to Lambert's sister, who is also named Angel.
The living conditions here for this house and these kids being here, we have a big, big problem.
I've seen that lady too around.
The 3 adults
too.
were arrested, and according to Children's Services, the kids were removed from their parents' care.
Good.
The 3 adults were released on their own recognizance, but are still each being tried in court for multiple counts of endangering children. Back to you.
Lily, thank
I am just
High impact athletes push harder, move
that-
faster, and hit the ground.
That could even happen to them poor babies. Them poor babies had to live in that nasty, nasty home. The youngest and oldest was 13. Deplorable. I think they do say they confiscated a bunny. They took a bunny. I think the dog. There was a dog. 3 dogs. I just can't believe they were released on their own recognizance, but they're not allowed to have any contact with the kids. So I had Ted kids on. Okay, let me read Spitfire, and then I'll show you guys the other stuff we got. I've had 10 kids on a weekend, and it's about to drive me crazy. I know, 10 kids. Wow. That's a lot of kids to handle. I mean, my stepsisters and sisters all have, there's 18 nieces and nephews I have. And one sister had 6, so I've been around kids. And yeah, when you got a lot of kids around, I understand. But man, 13 kids, and they still and there was no adults to help this guy. The women were out making the money, and he's supposed to take care of 13 kids. How are you supposed to take care of 13 kids with one person? No, I understand, but they let that place go to an extent where they just let that place go. They let that place go. Okay, so the next thing, let's go to our next one. But those cops were on it now, weren't they? Yes, they were. Oh yeah, I forgot. Guess what I can do now? Those cops were on. Yes, they were. I got sounds now. I've never been able to do that. I only got a couple of them on here, but Toledo police, they didn't play, man. They were there for a kitten supposedly thrown down the steps. Oh my God. Just my girls. Hi, welcome in. My uncle had 13 kids of 2 medical needs, and it was very clean, happy house. Thank you. There was 3 adults. I know people that have a lot of kids. I watched the Nelson's family, and do you see how clean their freaking house is? And she has 16 kids. 8 of them are adopted, and 9 of them are biological, or 8 of them are, it's one of those. But I watched the Nelsons a lot. I love the Nelsons. But I love just Cass, and like, there's just no excuse for that. No excuse for that at all. Okay, so the next thing we have, let me go to my screen here. We have a case, another one I want to show you. Okay, let me get to it. So, this is a really sad one. This happened not too far away from me again. The suspect has been arrested, but we don't know if the suspect is being charged as an adult, so they have not released the suspect's name, okay? The victim's name is Alexander Epps. This little boy was 14 years old. It's been noted that he had changed his life around. He was doing so many good things. He was fatally stabbed on Saturday evening, August 24th, 2025. He ran into a McDonald's on North Summit Street, 124, seeking help after being stabbed poked nearby. Despite emergency treatment, he later died at the hospital. It's so sad. I was hoping he was going to make it. I was really, really, really hoping this little boy was going to make it, because I had read when this first came out. And so that's why I waited so long, because I was hoping that this little boy was going to recover from this poke wound. But he didn't. And it's sad that this 16-year-old kid took a 14-year-old's life. Alexander was preparing to start a freshman. His mom had just took him school shopping, and so it wasn't like it was late at night, like he shouldn't have been out. He was 14. It was getting late, but still, there was no reason for that. So Alexander was preparing to start his freshman year at Whitmore High School. Now, the suspect is a 16-year-old male that was arrested and charged with murder 1. Due to his age, his name has not been released publicly unless he is tried as an adult. So we might not know his name for a very long time. Now, this case has impacted a lot. The community has been impacted by this. Point Place residents described the incident shocking, out of the norm. Nothing that the neighborhood has no homicides in at least 5 years. So they haven't had no homicides in 5 years in this neighborhood. A memorial has been erected at the McDonald's where Alexander sought help. This little boy ran to McDonald's, the nearest place he could go to get help. The Washington local school districts advocated it's a crisis team support students on staff. It's so sad. This case is so powerful movement to explore youth violence and trauma response and the emotional toll knit communities. This is telling me if I was planning to do a live stream. I'd like to help drafting a card for crisis support, and then it gave me a couple links. I do have a video. I do have a clip we can watch. Give me 1 second. How can you afford to feed 14 kids and clothe? I know, smoking. That's a lot. I couldn't do it. I've always wanted to have kids, but there's no way I could have fucking 14. I used to live next to my grandkids for years. I live 2 hours away now. I get 14.983 year older for a week. I get a 14-year-old, 9-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 3-year-old. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of ages. I know I just got to spend some time with my niece's second child. We call her nickname is Callie. Her full name is a hard name. We got Kaylani, and then we got, I think it's Calicia. But we call her Callie. I call her Roly Poly Yoli. She's the cutest little shit ever. But she's only, she's still kind of in the preemie stage. She's still growing out of the preemie. She's only like in, I think, 3 to 6 or 6 months closed still. So, my other nieces and nephews, they're all grown and living their lives. And so my other niece is about to get married. I miss having little ones I miss having little kids around now. I love having little kids around. I used to get my niece all the time, both of them. And my fiance's nieces and nephews, I all have them in my life too, but they're all getting older now, and I have all these board games I want to sit around and play and don't have nobody to play them with. But I want to show you guys this because this is sad. The mom is devastated. It's just, this is the McDonald's right here. And I'm going to show you guys this clip. So sad. Wish I could afford I don't like the color brown ones. I don't like the brown ones, but I would get a Dooney and Burke if I could afford it.
We're tracking an update to breaking news we first brought you last night. Police say a 14-year-old boy was stabbed near the McDonald's on Summit and 121st Streets in Point Place. He had run into the restaurant for help. This happened just before 8:30 last night. Xander Epps was stabbed at least once and was taken to the hospital where he later died. A 16-year-old boy has been arrested and is being charged with murder.
That's all we got on that one? You got to be kidding me. That was a quick one. I didn't think it was that quick. We don't want to hear that again. I can't believe that's all they showed for that. Then I do have something else I want to show you guys too. So let me go back. Yeah, like there's so much happening in my neighborhood right now. It's crazy. My dad, he was he raised all of my sister's grandkids. My dad and stepmom raised all of my stepsister's kids, and they had 6 of them at one time, and ages from it was crazy. It was a fun time though. I love being around kids. I love kids. There's I do have a clip I want to show you. It's out of Cleveland, but it's like all this stuff is happening so close to me. I cannot believe it. But apparently in Cleveland, I think they evacuated a school. And that just happened recently. And I wanted to show you guys this before we end out. I'm not too sure what's up with the story.
Last name, please.
Kurt Schneider, Ashland County Sheriff's Office. Schneider, SCHNEIDER.
All right, Sheriff, what time did you two deputies get the call here, and what was it for?
Yes, we have a school resource officer assigned to the school, Deputy Nolan. He was here. He received notification from the staff around 10 o'clock, 10:15, that they had some ill students in the school. So he went down to the nursing station. He started assisting the nursing station with trying to figure out what was going on. And then there were several other similar complaints in the building. So at that point, EMS was dispatched. So our initial time of call would probably be 10:21 for EMS notification. So
about how many students can you say were sickened, and what happened to them?
Yeah, so we think there's about around 30 students total here at the school. We're still trying to track all of them down because, as you can well imagine, we want them to get to the hospital first. We're not totally concerned about how many numbers, but they've all been retransported to 7 local hospitals here in the five total counties, and they're all doing well as far as I know. I've not received anything with any information that says they have life-threatening injuries or any life-threatening illnesses at this point, but we're working very well with our counties, associations in all 5 counties, be the sheriff's offices, police departments, medical professionals, health departments, just trying to get to the bottom of what happened. So we don't have a whole lot of information right now. We're still doing a lot of inquiries.
Who's evacuated after 30 students
why these children were
fell
sick.
ill?
We'll use due diligence. And
one day ago in Ashland County Sheriff.
When you talk about sickness, what kind of symptoms were they reporting or that they showed? Who did they report that to in that chain of events?
Yeah, at this particular moment, we believe that most of the symptoms are related to or very similar to just our ordinary cold symptoms. I think even an initial report was carbon monoxide poisoning. So symptoms along those lines is what we're being reported. A few other little things like some hands tingling and feet tingling and maybe even some lightheadedness. But again, those can all be very similar to those exposure to carbon monoxide. But we're looking at all of that stuff right now and not ruling anything out at this point. But we have other professionals here looking at the various things that are happening within the building, water systems, HVAC systems, all that kind of stuff. So
I saw it was at least given the all clear, the teachers and staff could go back in and get their stuff. So does that mean that building is open?
Yep, fire service personnel were here. They went through their building with their meters, and they were confident there are no hazards as of right now. So we're allowing the staff to go back in and take care of whatever business you need to be taken care of here at the end of the week, in preparation for the holiday weekend and things. And so they're going to debrief on the incident themselves that they normally would do.
Is this campus closed, or will there be a football game that will play there tonight?
I can't answer that. That would be a question for the staff.
Okay.
But I can certainly pass some information along to him. If I get that information, I can certainly put that back in a press release later on.
Can you confirm what has been ruled out?
No, nothing's been ruled out at this point.
Nothing's been ruled out.
Anything else? Anybody else got any other questions?
Yeah, was there any carbon monoxide? I mean, did the fire department detect any of that?
Well, they assured me that the building was safe and they didn't have any lethal doses or any high doses of carbon monoxide in the building. Of course, if there was, I certainly would have been walking around the building. I've already been in there walking around, just kind of get a glimpse on what's happening. So, and I didn't experience those symptoms when I was in the building. So
I don't know if you're privy to this, but do you know if those 30 students were all in maybe the same class together?
We're still trying to put all that together. So they've obviously were transported out here in a very expeditious manner. We wanted them to get medical treatment. So we're still trying to figure out who was hanging around who, what classes they were in, how proximity of close that they were all at the time of this all happened. So as soon as we find that information, I will be certainly happy to release it.
I guess what's your message to the parents who are very concerned? I mean, you don't know yet what this is. You can't rule anything out.
No, and we don't know. And we would certainly ask them that they have any information, that they talk to their children, if there's any information that they think would be pertinent to bring to the attention of law enforcement. That would be greatly appreciated. Obviously, they can contact me at the office, 419-289-3911, and they can ask for myself, Captain Sins, or any of the deputies can take the information. We'll have the detectives work
because they all come down sick. How was that?
Depending on what comes available. So at this point, I mean, I think they're all fine. They're all alive. They're all breathing. I don't know that there's any seriousness to their injuries to this point. But I'm still working with medical professionals at the various hospitals to make sure that that's the case. So that's the preliminary information. I have no teachers, no staff were affected. Okay. So I don't have any idea.
It can be done. Like, you can raise your kids. You can have many as kids. It's just these people just didn't care. I mean, the one girl had priors before for the same stuff, feces, animals. Like, come on.
Additional details with respect to their health and well-being at this point, but I'll certainly be in contact with them throughout the evening and make sure we're okay. So my message to the parents is just get us information. As much as you can talk to your children, have them get us that information, or if we need to come to them, we'll be happy to do that too.
I mean, is it possible it's from something the kids were doing as opposed to the building?
I mean, at this point, we don't really know. So that's why I say I have kids at 7 local hospitals in 5 counties. And so, I've got sheriff's offices and detectives in all those counties going to these kids, asking them questions and trying to figure it all out. So,
because they can't go.
About 3:30 in the afternoon, 4.5 hours later, things are happening. So as soon as I get all that information and compiled, we should start narrowing down a picture on exactly what happened. And hopefully we can get the answers to that.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I love how they zoom in on his badge. So these kids,
Sheriff, first and last.
So these kids were at school, and somehow they became ill. "30 students feeling ill around the same time being enough warrants EMS transport to 7 area county hospitals. Something happened." Oh, I kind of like that person's comment. "This is so scary. I would be so livid if this was my kids and I wasn't notified right away as well. When in the actual fuck is going on? There's a lot of kids," and then something like ... I don't know if there's more to this, but they stopped commenting. "I just saw the story in Cold War Erie plant, Ohio releases radioactive gases every night in the atmosphere. They call it midnight rocket. Workers talk about getting very sick because of it. I wonder how far that is from there." Well, you said Cold War era plant in Ohio. That doesn't seem like might be too far. Because I live, that was in Cleveland, so What is this? Oh, that's that. To Mapleton High School 1 day ago. Metropolitan. What is this?
Now we want to begin this afternoon with breaking news happening out of Ashland County.
3 News has learned an incident at Mapleton schools required multiple EMS squads to respond, with dozens of students needing medical attention.
This is a live look right now at the scene where a press conference wrapped up about a half hour ago. Our Peter Fleischer has been digging into this. Peter, tell us, what can you tell us about this?
It's a complicated situation, but just moments ago, authorities confirmed that students and staff are safe at this hour. That, of course, the most important detail. Mapleton schools had to clear buildings this morning after what authorities are calling an incident at this time.
They're calling it an incident? An incident. Really?
Reports of a gas leak, and scanner traffic appears to reference gas-type symptoms. But within the last hour, 3 News has confirmed with Columbia Gas, the provider in that area, that the situation is not natural gas related. A 3 News crew on scene captured emergency responders evaluating the conditions, while earlier video caught vehicles rushing students to get treated at hospitals nearby. After that press conference that just ended within the last half hour, we now know the totality of the health issues. 30 students hospitalized at 7 different hospital systems. Authorities had to send multiple crews, and other agencies had to assist as the health issues started to pile up. Now, as far as what went wrong there in the Mapleton School District, authorities are still unsure, and they say they aren't ruling anything out at this time. But Mapleton Schools did just send a release to families saying their building is safe to come in and retrieve personal items through 6 o'clock tonight for anyone that needs it. So again, the information coming into the 3 newsroom as quickly as we can get it out to our audience. A lot to learn here, but we'll have the latest information in just an hour coming up on 3 News at 5. Russ?
All right, Peter Fleischer in the newsroom. We'll see you.
Yeah, that's in Cleveland. That's not too far away from me. That's sad. And some of these kids weren't notified.
From WKYC Studios, this is 3 News at 6 with Russ Mitchell and Christy Paul.
We begin tonight with breaking news in Ashland County. An incident at Mapleton schools has sent a group of students to the hospital.
Incident.
Thanks for joining us this year.
Can we stop calling the gas? They leaked gases. The Columbia Gas saying it's not their natural gas. Well, what the hell made these kids sick at school? I'm sorry, but that's a lot of students. What do you guys think about this? In the school flight path. I'm blessed my child bought my house next to me. No kids, but I have him. Aw, just my girls. That's so cute. Yeah. Spitfire says, I'm lucky. Only my oldest grandson lives away from me. Aw. Well, my 2 nieces, one lives in Fremont and one lives in like Clyde. And then I have, my other nieces and nephews are scattered everywhere, like in my hometown. Like, I miss them. I miss being around them. But ever since my dad and my stepmom's gone, like, I feel like our family has gotten less close. We don't do any family functions. Well, I'm not invited to them like I normally would have been. I guess when your parents die, it happens that way. They're all living their life, and but here we go. I don't understand how 30 students can become so ill so quick.
In the Mapleton School District are spending part of their Friday night receiving treatment. And the question remains, what happened? Peter Fleischer now joins us live here in the studio with the latest on this. Hi, Peter.
Russ, there are a lot of facts and details still to sort out. Our 3 News crew spent the entire afternoon down in Ashland County describing the mood as confused and frustrated as Mapleton schools try to understand what led to so many horrible reactions. Students and staff thankfully now safe and recovering after what authorities are simply calling an incident. The local gas company has confirmed this was not a natural gas leak, but according to scanner audio at the time that authorities were responding, symptoms ranged from headaches to numbness and even students feeling like they might pass out. At this hour, Mapleton has reopened their buildings to student and families to gather and collect any personal items they left behind. And authorities say they performed walkthroughs and haven't detected any threatening substance inside the building. One student who spoke to 3 News praised the staff's response to whatever went wrong.
they were all out here on the field, and the moment that someone would need any help or anything, they were immediately over, helping them, getting them over to the paramedics. So, I mean, I can't praise our staff and our administration enough. I mean, they were awesome, and they were really great at even helping kids calm down a little bit.
Again, some questions still to be answered, because at this point, authorities still trying to determine exactly what caused this mass health scare at Mapleton schools on a Friday afternoon. Of course, Russ will bring you the latest information both on air and online as it becomes available.
All right, Peter. Thank you.
Well, that's it, y'all. That's all they said. Oh wait, here's
Just
one.
several days after welcoming students back to classes, Mapleton Local School District is already off to a rough start. I'm Raymer Murray to explain why.
It's not a fun situation. You never want to see that your child's getting taken to the hospital.
The last start of Braylon Goon's high school experience is not going quite as the senior says he imagined after Goon says he and other Mapleton middle and high school students were told to clear out. That reason is still being investigated by Ashland County Sheriff's Office. But what we do know from Sheriff Kirk Schneider is that around 30 students are now recovering at 7 regional hospitals across 5 counties.
We have a school resource officer assigned to the school, Deputy Nolan. He was here. He received notification from the staff around 10 o'clock, 10:15, that they had some ill students in the school.
One of those students rushed to the hospital was Lexi Park's 12-year-old daughter, who she says is now at home.
She was in Medina County. So it's a county away from us. I wouldn't have even known where to go if I didn't know somebody at the school.
At the time of our interview, Park says she has yet to hear anything from district officials.
You can't even have the decency to cancel the freaking football game? That's more important than checking on these kids and figuring out what's wrong with the school. They've done nothing. But yet we're the problem.
Even more frustrating is that Parks claims the doctors didn't know what her daughter was experiencing. Yet Schneider says the students reported having similar symptoms associated with the common flu or carbon monoxide exposure. So he says multiple fire and EMS agencies were called, including Columbia Gas, who eventually confirmed in a statement that the situation was not natural gas related.
And they're all having the same symptoms, and the school's just trying to push it off like they all had panic attacks.
As the investigation continues, parents like Jennifer Miller says the district did what they needed to get students out the building.
I feel for this never happening at the school, they did the best that they could.
The parents are overreacting. The kids are crazy. That's wrong.
Outside of their concerns, parents are also calling on the school district to come up with better measures to get in contact with them during situations like this one. For News 5, I'm Raymer Murray reporting.
Well, that is true. That is, they should have been notified right away. What is this? We're going to watch this and then.
When you've got smoke-free satisfaction, you've got the freedom to do things your way.
A downtown Cleveland restaurant worker was assaulted. The perpetrator caught on camera, but at last check still hasn't been caught. Here's News 5's Kaylee Olivas with more details.
In an alleyway off 9th Street, right next to Sausalito's, a man brutally attacked a woman right here, leaving her with several injuries, walking away as if nothing had happened.
Truthfully, I never gave it a second thought, like coming out here and being out here by myself or walking employees to their car. But yeah, most definitely now it's very rattling.
Charlotte Siegel is a manager at Sausalito on 9th. Next to the restaurant is this cut through. It's kind of secluded, but there is a parking lot around the corner and a camera that captures every move. On Wednesday afternoon, an employee of Sausalito was out pressure washing some catering equipment.
She had her back turned.
Well, a man was walking by. Surveillance shows he looks behind him, sees no one else is around, puts his belongings down,
and then skipped over the alley. He jumped her and attacked her and brutally beat her.
The assault, not even 30 seconds long, but a part of the victim's left arm is fractured. She also suffered head trauma, as well as cuts and bruising all over her body.
She survived, and that's the one thing that we just keep reminding her is, you survived this, and to kind of hold on to that. Still very traumatized by it.
Now, the mystery is, where's the guy who did this, and who is he? Video shows once the beating ended, he collected his things, smashed a wine bottle, and went on about his day. We've asked Cleveland police for information on the suspect's whereabouts, but no one was available on Thursday to give comment. The agency is working on it, though.
The only update that we received was yesterday. They said that they did track him to an RTA bus. The officer said he used some form of a card. He's saying because he used that card and the camera's on the bus, they think that that's like a strong lead. But obviously, if anybody can identify him from the clips.
Look at him. He looks crazy. Look at his eyes. Like, I wish we could zoom in.
They need the community to come together because she needs justice, and we don't want this to happen to anybody else.
Cleveland police are leading this investigation. If you know any information at all, phone it in. For News 5, I'm Kaylee Olivas.
Okay, y'all, it's not safe any freaking where. Man, that's crazy. I cannot believe this man brutally attacked a woman. What is going on in this world? I can't type breakfast. I'm a bad speller, so don't. I won't judge you. I promise. Sometimes planes flying over will lighten their load before landing. Most will dispose, but may reach the ground. Yeah, I wonder what can make them kids so sick so quick. All 30 students. Why are people crazy? I know. Can we say that again? Why are people crazy? Like that guy's eyes looked kind of freaky. Like, that girl needs justice and that guy needs help. He looked kind of creepy looking. Spitfire, where's my Spitfire at? She hiding again? I ain't seen her typing lately. Okay, Spitfire, what do you think about the crazy man? If you seen his eyes, you will know. Man. We need to get her justice. Those police need to be on it. It sounds so like real life. Oh shit. I couldn't get it to stop. I hit pause, but I didn't pause it. That one's long. That one's called a fountain. That makes me want to go pee. But I cannot believe it. They added sounds, and now I can do sounds, and I just have the basic StreamYard. All the other stuff, they have too much stuff on here. It's like, come on. StreamYard's getting high tech, and you got to pay all the extra money to do whatever. I used to be able to do a logo, but it won't let me. Which sucks. But I cannot believe 30 kids. That was so relaxing. I know that fountain was nice. I love that sound. I did too. When I heard the fountain one, I was like, man, I used to be able to listen to the fountain or like rain when I go to sleep. We got a train. It's Labor Day weekend, and what is everybody doing? I hope everybody has a good night. It's a Saturday night. I'm going to go try and catch the rest of Spenguli that is on. I want to give you guys a big, big, big round of applause for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do another round of applause for you guys. My people is coming in strong, supporting me. I didn't get to see a couple of our regulars, but maybe they were in the secretly watching. And let's see, let's give you guys this guy. We always give you the big thank you because you guys are wonderful. And we're going to hear a train in the background. Let's see. Thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate you all coming in, watching. Thank you. You all have been the best. You guys are my peoples. I'm trying to get owl snacks in. Ooh, yeah, some owl snacks. I got some Reese's in the refrigerator for my snack. I also have a snack wise as I like those do you guys get those? I don't know why Kroger's charges too much money for them. Okay, Kroger's charges a lot. You can go to the dollar store and get them for $1.25 or $1.50. But you guys know those breadsticks and cheese like cracker thingies. Like I like the breadstick ones with the cheese, and then I also like to snack on the pretzel ones. The pretzel ones are my favorite. But sometimes I'm always getting stale ones. But Kroger charges like $2.99 for a set of 6 of them bad boys. Oh, before we go, I have to tell you guys something crazy. Okay, so I'll tell you this crazy. So my left ear, this is my left ear, okay? Okay. Tell me what, a day after I go, okay, I go a day later after my birthday to my checkup, to my ear appointment. My ear and nose, because I had nose surgery on May 22nd, and I had tubes put in my ears, and I had my whole nose redone because I couldn't breathe through my nose. So, go by myself, okay, and it was so crazy. I was shocked that I told the lady, I told my family doctor about it, right? And I said, hey, my ear's acting kind of weird. It's kind of hazy and fuzzy, and I don't know, like it hurts, but it don't hurt. Hi, Headstones. Hi, Mr. Nice Guy. Starting at the beginning. I hope everybody is well. Yay! But I'm glad everybody's watching the recaps and the replay. I love you all. I adore you all, I should say. Okay, so anyways, I'm at the ear doctor, right? And I said, hey, my ear's been hurting. I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, it's kind of hard to explain it. I said, it's kind of hazy. I said, I can't really hear shit. I'm so glad Emmy's here. Yay! Nice to see you, Mr. Nice Guy. Just my gals. So she says, okay, well, let me look. She's like, what else is happening? I said, it's kind of pressure, and I said, it just hurts, and it's just not fun. It's discomfort, And she said, okay. And I said, I only went swimming twice this summer. And I said, I wore earplugs. I said, and I didn't dunk my head under. I didn't go underneath the water. When I take a shower, I try not to get water in my ears. And she said, okay. She's like, well, it's probably not you, but let's take a look. So she looks at my right ear and said, oh, your right ear is doing perfect. Beautiful. And that's it. And my right ear is usually my good ear. Okay. And then she comes to the fucking left ear. Y'all, she said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She said, I'm not kidding. She said, oh my God. She said, she was shocked. She was literally shocked. Like, I've never seen a doctor be so dumbfounded. Like, how in the world is this thing coming out already? And like, so it must have not have been all the way out. And so like it was stuck in my ear canal, and it was cutting off all my sound to my ear. So she's like, your tube is coming out. And she's like, we put a different type of tube in. And she's like, it's not supposed to come out. And she's like, it's not your fault. She's like, but here's what we have to do. She said, you have to have that tube in, because if not, my ear is like a flat line. I can't hear anything on it, because I had trauma to my head once. And yeah, so she said, I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. And I had to sign a consent form. So if anything were to happen, I couldn't sue by myself. And my anxiety starts just going through the roof, because she said, I can't. And she's like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it to you. She said, it hurts. She said, I have to pull this thing out of your ear, and then we got to suction out the fluid out of your ear, because you have fluid behind your ear. And so what happened was, this thing fell out, my ear healed, and then fluid got behind there. So she's like, I got to pull this thing out, and she's like, I'm going to numb your ear. But the bad thing is, this numbing stuff stings like a mother trucker, she said. And it's not fun. She said, most people can't do it in the office. It's very rare that we do these in the office. But she said, I'm pretty sure I can do it. And I was like, oh my God, she's pretty sure in my head. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. You're good, girl. She's like, and so she's telling me all these issues that could happen, and she's like, we're going to put a new one right in the office. And I was like, oh my God. She said, but if you cannot do it, she said, a lot of people can't do it because A, it's loud, 2, the stinging hurts, and it hurts putting this thing in your ear, and she has to be very, very careful, because she could fuck my whole ear up. But she's like, I'm going to move you to the other room to do this thing, because we can't do it in the room that we were in. She had to move me to another room. I was like, okay, I have a few seconds. Who am I gonna call? My mom. So I called my mom. I said, Mom, I said, if I can't do this operation in the office, I said, we have to go back and do surgery, and I gotta go underneath anesthesia and have this thing put back in my ear. I ain't doing anesthesia again. I ain't doing it. I'm so nervous. I'm like almost in tears at that time, and my anxiety. I'm like, breathe, Jackie, just breathe. Because I was like, Mom, I gotta go. They're gonna be moving me, and momentarily, I heard a knock, and she's like, okay, we're ready for you. And she's like, I'm gonna go get Dr. Jenna, just to be safe, so we have extra Jenna. And I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I love Jenna. So we walk over to this room, and it's just, this room is so cold. It made me flash back to where I was in a thing that I was there at the hospital having it done. Okay. So Jenna's one that took my splints out, and it felt so relieving when I had my nose surgery done. But anyway, so we go in this cold room. I set my shit down. I take a drink of my tea. I couldn't hit my nicotine. I couldn't hit my weed pen. I was fucked, okay? I'm sitting in this room, cold as hell, and I just started freaking out. I sit in here, and she's like, okay. She's like, sit down. She's like, okay, I'm going to lean you back. And she's like, I want you to be sitting still. Do not move. I'm going to line everything up with your ear. And I see, like, this big-ass, like, snake type thing, like, Q-tip wise, like, giant long ass Q-tip, right? And she's using these lenses to look in my ear. And she said, I'm gonna numb it. And she numbs my ear with this long pokey sticky thing. Well, before she does all that, I forgot to tell you. She says to me, hey, before I go poking and doing all this stuff, she's like, let's just make sure my theory's right. So she goes and grabs this machine. She checks my ear and says, yep, your ear is flatlined. See? Your ear is dead. And I'm like, oh, great. It's flatlined. And she said flatlined. I was like, oh, okay. I guess, I start laughing, and I'm like, yeah, I wanted to say you got jokes. And so she takes that machine away. She comes back in with Jenna. And then we do the leaning back, lining up my ear with those thingies. She's got this big, long, like, toothpick thing. Like, Q-tip, but, like, big, long stick thingy. I don't know. It was just very creepy, y'all. And I felt it go in. And she's getting ready to put this thing in, shoot my ear up, like stab me, poke me. So she pokes my eardrum. She gets it in there. She pulls out the old one. And as soon as she pulled out the old one, you guys, oh my God, did it feel amazing. Like, I felt that some of that pressure go. And then she said, oh, I need suction. So Jenna grabs the suction. She suctions out all the fluid. And then Jenna's got my shoulder, and she's like, are you okay? You okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Just keep going. And I'm just breathing, and I'm crying, and I have tears going down my face. I said, I'm sorry. My anxiety, I'm going to cry. And so they were like probably smiling. They all love me because they think I crack them up every time I go in there. And my mom cracks them up too. So she said, you still doing okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing okay. Let's go. Let's do this. And then I see this box of tubes, like sterile tubes that are in this box. Several different, many of them. And she's like, you're getting a special one put in. It's a T tube. It was red. And she asked Jenna how to put it in again to get like extra, like she wanted extra, like, confident movement, you know. Jenna's like, okay, now you want to make sure that you get it in there right, make sure it's not backwards and it doesn't go inside out, and make sure you when you release it and blah blah blah. And then next thing I know, she said okay, and boom bada bang, I had a brand new red ear tube in my ear, and I said, yay, we did it. And she's like, you did it. She's like, you did it. Most people don't do it in the office. They can't do it in the office. They freak out too much. And I was like, yep, not me. Oh my God, you guys, it was the most scariest thing ever. Like, and it felt so good when she put the new one in, because I didn't feel it because it was all numbed by then. But just all that pressure relieving out of my ear, and then I could hear again. Like, I don't hear no buzzing, and that ear, she said it wasn't nothing I did wrong, just that ear did not want that tube in, and it wasn't my fault, and that I have a 3-month checkup. Normally, the tubes that they put in my ear last 2 years, and I have to have these tubes in my ears because the trauma I had to my ears and my head. So I have to have these in my ear. And to know that I was right, like, you know how, like, doctors always second guess you and always say, oh, well, it's not that. And then, like, you know your body, like, you know when there's something wrong, but your doctors don't want to believe you. They make you go through all these fucking tests. Like, you know your body, like, you know yourself. You know your own person. You know your body. I knew my ear was feeling weird and acting funny, and I should pull that up. I wonder if there's a video. Like, I could show you guys. Like, it was crazy. Maybe in the next video I will. In the next one I can show you guys. I'm not sure if they do. But I have the piece of paper. Maybe I can look it up and see if they have a video treatment. I did learn that your ear has these little fibers, or like these little hairs, and they're very, very tiny. And if those get damaged, there's no bringing them back. And then anytime that you are at a concert and you have big, loud noises, you should take a break every 15 minutes. Or wear earplugs, or, noise canceling headphones. If you're at the gym and you got earplugs in and you're listening to music and stuff, you shouldn't be having it. It should be 60 minutes in and 60 minutes out. I learned that from the ear doctor place too. I have some great doctors, some great gals, and they're so damn pretty. One doctor kind of looks like Wonder Woman. We're supposed to build each other up. My ear tube started moving around when I would eat. Really? Huh, just my girl. I'll have to remember that when I eat, see if I can feel it. Because normally sometimes you can feel them, but I just don't understand how that came out. Because she said, that's not supposed to come out. She's like, you didn't do nothing wrong, but that earplug did not like you, honey. And I was like, I know it didn't. But, okay, so I'm going to give this to you one more time. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. And as we're... All right, y'all. I will see you guys on the next one. Be safe. Be kind to one another.
Late at night, stories call. Shadows whisper down the hall. Footsteps echo in the dark. Another case, another spark. Digging deep, the secrets hide. Truth and buried, it survives. There's no peace, we break the lies. Seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden wounds. We won't stop, we're seeking truth. victims lost and gone. Echo scream, but life moves on.
Be safe, y'all. Good night.
Mystery calls, answers waiting in the wall.